begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Blackeel Versus. We're still on our Gen 1 challenge, trying to see which one of us is going to complete the game first. Mike, are you not in the middle of a run?
No, we both lost in the last episode.
Oh, wow. I honestly, you know what? I gave Mike a lot more credit than I thought. I thought he was, he has been doing better than me. However, I thought he was in the middle of a game. But anyway.
I don't remember what level I got to, I'll be honest.
I think you got to like 90 or 100 and it irritated.
Oh, you're talking about, I thought you were talking about my PB. I don't remember what my PB is.
I believe it's either 150 or 160. I want to say it was 150. Because you just beat the rival.
I think it was 150 because I didn't face the leader yet.
I think you not only had to beat the rival, but you also had to beat a trainer, and that killed you.
Oh, yep. Because
I forgot who it was. Because you were dead set. You weren't. I was dead set you weren't facing a gym leader, which I do get. Alright, so let's get right into this and start playing. So Mike, I have a question for you. Which gen, alright, and I'm talking about when I say gen, I don't mean the game, I mean just the gen Pokemon. Which is your favorite gen? It's not an easy one, because I had real trouble narrowing this down.
So for me, I always have a top. It's always the three for my favorites. 3, 4, and 1.
Okay.
And I'm not. I kind of lean towards Gen 3. And this kind of encapsulates like everything when you say like favorite gen in terms of Pokemon. Or the game in general, or whatever, like the mechanics and whatever. Like I tend to think Gen 3 is the best. But like in terms of like Pokemon as well, like obviously Gen 1, that's a lot of nostalgia. And one of my favorite Pokemon, which a lot of people's favorite Pokemon, is Charizard. You know, he's in there, and some of the best Pokemon in terms of Mewtwo. So kind of, but I definitely think Gen 3.
Okay. It's funny because I'm in the same boat as you. Like, if I had to narrow it down to the top, it was 3 and 4 for me. 3 was great because it felt like a brand new game, for obvious reasons. We were in a brand new region that was not touched by any of the other regions, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had some familiar Pokemon, but it was not, you know what I mean? It felt like its own thing. Johto, I'll say this. So Gen 1 was just Gen 1. Like, when I really think back on it, it wasn't the greatest, but it was the start. So it's like, we shouldn't be expecting phenomenal things out of it. But my point I'm making is, like, when I look back on it, it's not my top, right? However, Gen 2, I love the concept. I thought the execution was poorly done. Meaning, like, obviously as a kid I thought it was kind of cool, but as I look back on it, like, it was a great idea, and it still is a great idea in general. However, the Pokemon that they added weren't that great. Like, there were very few Pokemon that, like, stood out. Or mostly it was just Gen 1 again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least for me. And most of the cool Pokemon that they added, you can't even get until the end of the game.
No, you're right with that, because like a lot of the strong Pokemon are from our end game Pokemon. So yeah.
Like Larvitar ticked me off because I couldn't find him. So apparently he's in the Safari Zone. However, I didn't know that. But the only other place you can find him in the wild is Mount Silver, which is the end of the game.
Yep. And then on top of that, he's end game, but then you also, you get him at a low level, so then it's
significantly lower. So everyone else, so all the other Pokemon in that area are like between 40 and 50. And he's the only one at 20.
Yeah. So like then in terms of like leveling up to get him to be useful, it's going to be even more work because back then, if you're playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they have. It's
no, that's
easier to
different.
level him up.
But it's also, I think he's in more locations in there too.
I don't remember.
I haven't played Heart Gold and Soul Silver in long. I don't remember, but I remember mentally like finding a Larvitar earlier, or at least feeling like it was earlier. It might not have been, but at least maybe because of the level up, it didn't feel as late. I don't know.
It's possible.
But I definitely know it was before Mount Silver, so maybe I found it in the Safari Zone, and it's the same. But and then like I said, Gen 3 was my Gen 3 was my favorite for a long time. Gen 4 I liked as well. Gen 4 had its own perks, I thought. Like for me, Gen 4, what got me more excited about Gen 4, although there were great Pokemon added, like in general, there were Pokemon evolutions that were added that I thought made Gen 4 really good.
Yeah, the evolutions really it made the old gens, kind of relevant again.
No, absolutely, and that was kind of my thing, and it's like, so I had to mentally take those out of there, even though they, you know what I mean? Like, I remember those more than I do the Gen 4 themselves Pokemon. There were some good ones, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, when I think about it, it's not as... Like, I think only of, like, oh my, like, Magmortar, Electivire, Rhyperior, Lickalucky, Tangrowth. I'm trying to think of who else. Like, obviously we got Weavile, thank you. We also, obviously we also got, like, one of the most iconic Pokemon at the time was Lucario. Obviously that was a great rendition. But you can't forget God. Oh, that's true. But like, to me, God wasn't even added in that game, just because, like, I never saw him until so much later.
No, what are you talking about? You get God in, like, Route 1.
You're talking about Bidoof. Literally dead set thinking it's Arceus, and then you go Bidoof. Honestly, the greatest HM slave. Honestly, I think he was created just to be an HM slave.
Oh, 100%. Okay, so, like, the thing is, though, like, he has a broken ability. Like, his ability is 4.
Which one?
Simple.
Oh, yes.
So, like, if you can get him his ability, forget about it.
Alright, fair enough, but you understand the point I'm making. I really legitimately thought, like, because he literally was normal water, so that way he could use all of the HM.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, for the most part, like, he wasn't that good, but the ability could make him good.
No, that's fair. I've seen, like, beat, like, Arceus's with a bit of... But no, I get your point. I'm just saying, that was my thing in the sense of, like, Gen 3 was, I think, the best, and not to say none of topped its sense, because I don't say that. I think it's more of the fact of, like, Gen 5 I didn't give enough credit for.
I liked X and Y.
No, I'm talking about Black and White.
Oh, I hated Black and White. Yep, there we go, see?
So, my whole thing is, like, I didn't give it enough credit. It was better than how I remember it. I'll say that for sure. I think I got more mad at it when I was a kid. I say a kid because I was in high school at the time when it came out. I was more mad at it because it was recopying or trying to recopy Kanto.
Definitely. They tried to do a reboot, and
yes.
For the most part, I personally felt like it failed.
So I'm not disagreeing with that. It definitely was not the best game for sure, but I think some of the Pokemon that they added were actually really good.
So for the most part, they have really broken Pokemon from that gen.
The design weren't the best, I'll agree, but, like, I was gonna say their design the greatest, I will agree. However, by the way, I lost. but I'm stating like more the fact of like the stats and everything else of Gen 5 was just really good.
Well, the thing with Gen 5 was, for me, like, one of the major things for it that I despised. I hated the graphics. I despised the graphics. But then, like, the thing with Gen 5 is the Pokemon evolved really late.
You know, I was legitimately just gonna mention that too, because like that's one of my issues.
Yep.
And I think the reason why it felt so late was because we didn't. You know what? I'm gonna go Weedle instead, because that might do better for me. What I was gonna say was, and not only that, the way the game was set up, like the level caps were so low in their gyms that most of the time didn't evolve them until post game. Meaning, like, if you understand what I'm saying, like they're pseudo legendary, the
Hydreigon.
Oh, I was right. No, I don't think. I think I missed a syllable somewhere. But anyway, like if you played the game and you didn't like over level, you couldn't evolve until after the Elite Four.
Yeah, no, his level, he evolved, like, most pseudos were level 55.
Yeah, and there was like
and he evolved at like level 65 for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's correct. I was gonna say I thought it was higher, but I think you're right. I think it was 65, like right on the money, or it was something stupid like 62.
Yeah, either way.
No, but it was high. It was still way too high.
It's interesting because each gen.
That's actually perfect for me.
Each gen adds its own thing. So I mean, like, Gen 1 was the start. Gen 2 was like like a great sequel. And it added the dual legendaries instead of just the one.
Yes, you're right.
Then Gen 3 came in and like added onto that, and it added. I think Gen 3 added Pokemon contests.
Yes. It added Pokemon contests and it added 3 games. Meaning, like, it added the 3 legendaries. It made the trios be the case. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, well, okay, well.
Because if you think about it, right, the trio was obviously the birds and then the dogs, but they weren't the covers. Obviously, Suicune is the exception, but bear with me.
Now I understand what you mean.
And then it happened in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. And then Black and White obviously had their trio because they had the Ice Dragon one. And then they fused together, which was a whole weird thing.
Yep. Kieran.
Yes. Gen 6 for me brought me back into Pokemon. But I think they had to do more with the fact that they were megas.
The mega feature was pretty awesome.
Yes. No. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna hear me disagree with you. I'm stating I think that might have been like the only. I shouldn't say the only reason, but like that was like the big sell point for me.
I was pretty. I think actually after Gen 5, I was like, oh, I'm so over Gen Pokemon.
So was I? Because I didn't even. I at least attempted. I think I got White or Black. I can't even remember which one I got. It's upstairs somewhere. But I never got. Like I recently just bought what's it called? Black and White 2. But my was just the fact of like I didn't even buy it because I was like I'm just done with Pokemon. And then Gen 6 came out, and honestly for me it was when they introduced Megas and Charizard was finally a dragon. I was like, okay, I'm in.
Yep. That was a big moment for everybody finally having him be a epic egg.
And then what was next after that? Was it the Alolan?
It was.
Hate you.
Yeah, it was Alola. Yep.
Which I didn't hate.
No, I liked Gen 6.
It was very different. It was different enough that I really did enjoy it. I mean, obviously they were. I don't think it was perfect, but I don't think anybody was claiming it was. I mean, that was just my thing where it's like, I thought it was cool. The only thing I think we had a complaint about, or at least myself, was the fact that they got rid of megas.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't like the Z move.
The Z move to replace the megas was definitely a letdown.
I think if they had
the and Z move, I don't think I would have cared.
You know
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you couldn't have a mega Z move. Although there's a weird thing that you might have been able to do, but it was only through. Actually, no, you couldn't at that point yet because Mega Rayquaza didn't exist. Because Mega Rayquaza.
Because that was after. Yep.
Mega Rayquaza is the only one that doesn't evolve with a stone.
Yep.
I mean, you know, I was right. Doesn't evolve without a stone.
No, he needs the Dragon Ascent.
Yeah, he needs to move.
No, so like
that was my big thing, and then I don't hate the new ones. I just haven't had the time to give them the time because you get. I think for me, my bigger complaint about the new games, and had they done this when I was younger, you would not hear complaint about this. It just was so much going on that I just didn't. I felt overwhelmed, and because I didn't have time to really enjoy the game, like I felt like I was so far behind.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, like the game, like I don't think the game itself was bad in any way. I think just like with if you really don't do it in the beginning, especially with like multiplayer stuff and stuff like that, it's kind of like you're behind the ball and you might as well just play.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's once you fall behind, it's like then you get discouraged and you don't want to do much.
Exactly. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go back to it at some point. Obviously, I think honestly, all joking aside, I think that's the only game. Nope. Well, I've never played Arceus, but that's on my.
That's a great game.
No. Here's the thing. I've not heard anything bad. Obviously, I'm just stating I just haven't done it because I'm trying to do everything in order again. I'm on Crystal, and I didn't realize how different. So obviously, Crystal is an upgrade version of Gold and Silver, but they added some things that made it slightly better. So they added more rival battles. Because I didn't realize you don't really face your rival all that much in Gold and Silver.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, so because I've just recently finished Gold and now I'm on Crystal, you legitimately face your rival, I think, a total of 3 times.
Oh, wow.
And he's not part of the Elite Four. Which I do remember that. I do remember that piece. But, like, I thought we saw him a lot, but he didn't fight us a lot because he thought he was too good for us.
Oh, yeah. He'd always show up and trash talk you.
Yeah. But like never really battled you. Like he battled me, like I said, I think 3 times. With Crystal, I've already battled him 3 times, and I think I know for a fact I at least battled him 1 more time. So I think they added at least 1 battle. They might add another one. I don't know. But no, I was just kind of surprised by that because for some reason I always thought we fought our rival a lot, and in every other game we kind of did. I mean, obviously it was spaced out, but like. Yeah, he was the only one we didn't. Which makes sense, because he's obviously a criminal.
Yeah. I like the new game, Scarlet Violet, I never finished. I personally couldn't get into it. I know a lot of people really like it.
Well, I think it's another one of those things where it's like, and you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like there's just so much going on, and if you don't do it in the right order, which the game tells you could do it in any order, but if you don't do it in the right order, it's not challenging.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I think that really like irritated me is the fact that you had the ability to do it in any order,
but it didn't raise the level cap.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Like you still were supposed to do it in the correct order, otherwise you. Of course you hit me 5 times in Furious Swipes twice.
Alright, are we serious? every Pokemon that has rollout should go in a hole and die.
Well, I lost because of paralysis and...
I'm literally going to be taken out by a Dunsparce with rollout. I was going to say, you better be faster. Good. Okay, never mind. Dunsparce is dead. Where he should be. But yeah, so like I kind of agree with you. Like you literally had to play, because I remember you when I first started. You were like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm going to what was it, Clefort? What was his name? The Rock Crab." And you're like, "Oh, why are you going there?" I was like, "Because I was told to go first. Because if I don't, he's gonna be too easy." And you go, "Oh, I didn't do him first."
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just funny because you were asking, I forgot what we were doing. He was, we'd first gotten the game, and then all of a sudden you go, "Oh, so how far did you get or whatever?" Because I just beat the first gym. I said, "I'm not even on the gym." He goes, and you go, and I remember you going, "How? That's like the first thing you do." And I said, "No, I was told to go this way," and you were just like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because this is what I was told, because it makes it go, like it's supposed to make it more like even or whatever." And like you had to keep going like back and forth and everything, which messed with me. Because like if you want to do it in the order where it would be challenging, you had to go like from one side of the map to the other, and then up, then down, then all around, instead of like going in some sort of order.
Yeah. No, I mean, like we said, like if we did it out of order, either it was too challenging or not challenging enough. So
yes.
It was
no,
it
absolutely.
was obnoxious.
Because there'd be some things where you could
said,
defeat
it
with
wasn't
ease.
always in the correct order. Like,
No. No, like if I didn't have like a guide telling me what order I should do it in, I would have never done it in the order they wanted me to.
Yeah, like I remember I went to the gym because that was the
You have
thing.
bouncy bubble?
Oh, do you lose?
Possibly. Yeah. Okay, so the answer to that question, Mike, is a yes.
Is that a trainer?
No, that's just in the wild.
Try chucking balls to catch it.
Oh, you know what? That's why. It's raining also.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna lose anyways, I just chuck the balls and hope you can catch it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because that means I'm gonna have no Pokemon for my rival battle.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't care. If I'm dead either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, I just was curious on you. Now here's my question, right? So we talk about that, right? So Gen 3, I think we agree. In our opinions, the better generation. Not to say others aren't as good. They all had their own thing, but like personally, 3. And it's funny that you also said 4, because I was like debating between the two. But the reason why I went with 3, and I think I obviously told you, was just for the fact of like what I liked most about it had to do with stuff that had nothing technically to do with Gen 4. It was like, oh, they added a new evolution to Electabuzz. That's awesome. They added a new evolution to Magmar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that got me more excited than the actual Gen 4 Pokemon.
I mean, the Gen 4 starters are still pretty iconic as well.
Honestly,
so,
to be fair, they, like, type-wise, I think they're the best.
I mean, them and Gen 3 are still up there.
Well, Gen 3, the only reason why I'm saying Gen 4 is better is because that's the first time we got a grass type that was not like grass poison.
I mean, yeah, I guess, because the only other time was Venusaur.
No, I know, but you understand the point I'm making. Like, well, because I was originally going to say it's the first time we got a dual type in grass starters, but like grass poison, I know it sounds awful to say it, but like I don't count that as a dual typing. Sometimes I know it is, but you understand what I'm saying. Like sometimes I'm like, they kind of go hand in hand.
A lot of grass types are also poison types, so I mean,
yeah. All right. So Mike, I haven't made it past 25 tonight so far.
I lost at 20, so.
Okay, so I've at least made it to our rival battle once today. But only once. Every other time it was like before it. And then, like I said, that Vaporeon just out of nowhere just killed me. Who is your favorite? If you had to pick only one starter Out of all the gens, who are you picking?
Favorite starter?
Yep. I know this isn't easy. I don't even think I have an answer. That's why I'm having you go first, so I feel better about myself.
I mean, favorite.
I know it's not easy. Trust me. I've been sitting on this for a while. I can narrow it. I can narrow it down. I can narrow it down. But like I can't. I don't think I can actually like pinpoint number one.
My favorite starter is Charmander.
Okay.
And
okay.
It's because of like he has a badass design and it's nostalgia. He was the first Pokemon I literally ever picked. So I always say, and you always give me flack for it, and I give you flack. I always pick Charmander whenever I have the option. Unless I'm doing a specific thing that is like I want to pick something different. But if I get the choice for Charmander, majority of the time will pick Charmander.
Yeah. So for me, it was most of the time it was Bulbasaur. There would be very few, like, if I didn't pick Bulbasaur for whatever the reason, maybe because I just got sick and tired of using the grass type all the time. Because I played Blue, like, when Blue came out, I played Blue a lot. I definitely played as all the starters at one point, for sure. But I think obviously my second was Squirtle. Just because in my mind, like, I will never, my whole thing with that was I went with Bulbasaur was just because Bulbasaur was the easiest one in my mind because it was rock, water, and then electric. And I always thought it was just easier that way. However, obviously, like, all joking aside, Bulbasaur is not that great. I know that now. I know you and I get into arguments over it. And I always say, like, oh, that's the best. I say it more ironically. I know it's not the best. However, it's not a horrible mon at all. I just know that it's like, out of the three, it is definitely not the best. Am I losing to my rival right now?
Your level, oh boy.
My Abra got, like, taken out and, well, because it was Lick. Lick is what really got it.
Oh, you might, I think you... No?
No, I should be good.
He can't take you out. You're good.
As long as he didn't para me, I was good. But no, my point I was making was just like, so like I tried to narrow this down really hard, and the top two I came up with, was Piplup and Torchic.
Okay.
I
never picked Piplup from Gen 4. I always picked Infernape.
So here's my thing, right? So to me, although Infernape's stats are better than Blaziken's, I thought Infernape at the time, now obviously this is, I'm older now, but at the time I thought it was just a cheap copy of Blaziken. Like they were trying to redo Blaziken again. However, with the water type, it was so far-fetched to have anything even close to that. Like Water Steel, like what? Like Steel was still new, we didn't have a lot of Pokemon with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, that's kind of cool. And
so
all
the
that
reason why I picked
do not have Bug Bite. Oh no, you survived.
I picked Infernape was because of the dual typings. He had the ability to he had super effective moves on both mons. So
no, that's fair. No, you know what?
So that would be so in my head he was more versatile. So he had Fire for Torterra, and then he had Fighting for the Steel for Empoleon.
You know what? That's actually very fair. No, I didn't even, to be honest with you, didn't even think of that. But you are right. Because then, obviously, Infernape does. But I mean, like, Chimchar, it doesn't do much with Piplup and the other one because they're just straight water. But obviously, when it becomes Water Steel, yes, I agree.
Now, granted, obviously, like, Empoleon has enough defense that he probably would tank a close combat at first.
Correct.
So, you know, it kind of it does off balance. You know, it balances
Correct.
itself out and whatever. And
But it still does.
Is very he hits hard, but he's also pretty frail.
Yes.
So
Also agreed. Okay, I am sick and tired of Pikachus.
But Gen 3 for me, honestly, it's funny because, you know, everyone's favorite has always been, like, it's always the, you know, big thing is Swampert. I never really picked Swampert. I always went between Blaziken and Sceptile.
You know what's funny? I did the same thing. I shouldn't say I shouldn't say I never picked Mudkip. I think actually you and I have actually discussed this. Gen 3, I think Gen 3 and Gen 4 was the only gens where I legitimately couldn't go wrong picking a starter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Neither of them you could go wrong.
Like normally, you know, we say that and it's like, well, it's technically shouldn't matter. Like, they're all should be close and similar and everything else. And like, yes, they should, but like, correct. This was like those were the three that like legitimately felt like you literally could not pick a wrong Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they were all great. Because the only thing like I would say is like the thing that kills me is it's like for all I could remember was I thought Gen 3 all three starters had dual typing.
Yeah, that's not the case.
No, obviously I know it's not. But like because Sceptile was so great, I was like it has to be dual typing. You know what I mean? Like Swampert is good because it doesn't get a hit by electric attacks. Blaziken is now fighting, which means it can take out some rock types that it would normally get, you know, take it out with ease. So I was like, oh, this is great, blah blah blah. Like in my mind, I was like, this is perfect. And then Sceptile's case, like I just assumed he had something to beat like fighting types or whatever, or was like resistant to fighting or fire or whatever, and I just didn't register like he didn't. But he was just great without it.
Yeah, no, he was a pretty good just punch. You know,
Yeah,
good
he was good at just being a grass type, and it's like it was just weird because I'll admit, like I honestly thought there was no way he couldn't be a dual typing because of how good he was.
Yeah.
But I always I like that. I also thought Sceptile's design was awesome. Like, I think the Trico line was like the best 3 Pokemon.
Oh, they were great. Oh yeah.
Because normally like the middle one, it's kind of like okay, but like what is it? Not Goyle.
Grovyle.
Is it Grovyle?
Yep.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Grovyle. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was nowhere close. Not even like I had the gruh. That's all I got. Interesting. I feel stupid, but anyway. Like all 3 designs were like awesome.
Yeah, no, like I said, like we said, each of them are just phenomenal. They have great looks. They have great stats. They.
I mean, the only good thing is like you should be able to like destroy him. Do not get parried. Lower his speed and just take him out. You know what, Geodude? All joking aside, I really do love you on the team.
Yeah.
You are actually doing phenomenal work. We love you. Don't die. Oh, look at that. You know what's funny? In this game, and we've talked about this multiple times, I have not fought that many gym leaders. And this is like ridiculous.
It's quite annoying.
It's annoying for you. The only time I fought gym leaders was my big run. The one that like I made it pretty fun.
And it took you a while to finally face gym leaders.
No, that is also true. I'm not going to argue that. But it was just one of those things where I'm literally like, okay. Like all of a sudden you were like, why haven't you fought anybody yet? I was like, I did. And then I was like, oh no, I didn't. Like I still haven't fought all 3 of the what's that called? Oh my gosh. The ones with the monkey.
Oh, yeah.
I just fought the fire one for the first time.
Yeah, no, they
Mike, look at what's on my screen.
Oh, nice. Oh, you're pretty set.
I'm set for a while.
You just need another move other than Psybeam.
Yes, I agree. But like for right now, it's fine.
Well, yeah.
But no, I figured I'd ask that because it's like I automatically go to like Gen 3, and it's always fun because you would think that because of what we grew up with, that Gen 1 would be our favorite. It's more nostalgic, but I think Gen 3 took it over the top. I think Gen 3 is what really like got me super excited about Pokemon. Like
definitely like I said, each gen really adds a lot, and Gen 3 just really added.
It added a whole new world, and it's not me being like a joking around or anything like that. It like legitimately did for me, anyway.
It just like I said, it just improved on a lot, and it really. I mean, and then even still, like Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby really took it a step farther.
Oh shoot! I do remember who my rival is.
Is it because it's on the screen?
It legitimately was only because it was on the screen. But no, all of a sudden, actually, you know what's funny? It clicked in my head like 2 seconds before it came out, because I was like, why did I have so much trouble with it? There's no dark types, and then I realized there are multiple dark types. Yeah, and then my other question for you was.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on, I'm confused for a second. He better be evolving, and he leveled up twice. He did, okay.
No, he evolved, yeah.
No, because he was at 17, and I was like, wait a minute, why is he at 17? But he must have been at 15 and leveled up twice. What is your favorite, like, I know you probably haven't played all the games in a while, and I get that. What's your favorite game?
Like Pokemon game?
Yeah, sorry, Pokemon. I should have been specific. That's on me. What is your favorite Pokemon game?
Gen 3.
Okay. So Ruby Sapphire didn't matter?
Well, I mean, I guess if we're gonna get very specific, then I guess.
Well, no, I get Gen 3.
And Omega Ruby.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's not a wrong answer at all. I completely forgot about that. Because in my mind, I'm like, Gen 3 is Gen 3. Obviously, duh, they had the remakes. I mean, remakes.
Yeah.
For me, that's tough. For a while,
again, each thing adds so much to the games, so.
No, you're absolutely right. And even the remakes did, too.
Yep.
Oh.
Playing Gen 3 with Mega Pokemon, absolutely insane.
No, that's fair. And then obviously having the primals.
Yep.
That's a good one. You know what? I was actually going to go X and Y, but I like yours better. And the reason why I went with X and Y originally, and just out of content reasons, I'll stick with it. The reason why I thought it was so great was because it was its own thing. It was different in the sense of it added megas, obviously. It also got us to be able to catch some Pokemon that in the other games we were never able to catch. Like catching a Bagon was so difficult in the early games. Like you had to go to a very specific spot in a very specific area at the right time of day, and if you didn't, you weren't going to catch it ever. Same thing with Feebas and everything else. Like, granted, Feebas by itself was not a good Pokemon, but what it evolved into was great.
It was a pain to evolve it.
Well, back then, it was not only was it difficult to evolve it. I mean, catch it. I mean, evolve it. It was super difficult to catch too.
Yeah.
Because you had to be in the specific. You had to be in that one little area for fishing, and it could only be an old rod, and it was only in one square of the area, and you knew which square it was going to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, good times. But it gave me the chance to finally use a Bagon for the first time.
Oh, I'm at my rival fight.
Which one?
25.
Oh, okay. Okay. Adaptability is an ability that I don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I should be able to get like take at least one headbutt, and like with adaptability, it took out all my health.
Miss.
Like that's like I understand like Alakazam is not like a bulky Pokemon, but like he could take a headbutt. He might flinch, but he could take a headbutt. What else was I gonna say? Oh, bring up to you.
Might lose that rival.
Did you see the new trailer for? Oh, so there's a couple of things I need to bring up actually. So did you see the last trailer for Deadpool Wolverine?
I did.
Okay. Do you know how stupid I am? Do you know that X-23 was in The Acolyte?
Was she?
She was Jackie.
Oh, she was? Oh, wow.
I had no concept. Like I had no idea. Like here's the thing. Your reaction was my reaction when I found that out.
Yeah, no idea. That's awesome.
And to be fair, they did such a great job. I didn't even know it was her.
I mean, obviously, she was covered in makeup.
No, you're right, but like,
stuff.
but the thing that killed me was because all of a sudden I was reading an article on like, talking about the casting, on like why they picked the actors that they did, and so they were obviously talking about Indara was obviously because she was the Matrix. We were gonna go in heavy martial arts territory, and who else better to play a strong female than her? Which does make sense. Mm-hmm. And the idea was to kill her off quickly because they thought it would prove like, okay, this is not a typical Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Which here's the thing, all like accurate in the sense of like made me think all that stuff. But so they all of a sudden I'm reading and it goes, oh yeah, and then we saw so and so, and after seeing her in Logan, I thought it'd be really cool seeing her bounce around with lightsabers, and I was like, what? What do you mean in Logan? There was nobody bouncing around except for X-23. And then I looked up the actress. I don't know why I did it, but I did it because I was like, who the hell are they talking about? Oh, I'm facing Team Flare. I hate Flare.
Can you please get paralyzed? Like, seriously.
No, it's not allowed. It's allowed for you to get paralyzed, but not for them. It's a weird concept.
I have hit him with
Thunderwave. Please tell me Thunderwave.
Because that makes it even... No. He's parried. He is parried, but then he's gone through 7 turns since then and has not hit him, like, been unable to attack.
No, that's fair. I would be mad too.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm like wiped now because I'm wiped at the trainer because they won't get. Oh, now he gets parried.
No, that's good.
But it doesn't matter. I have just a Metamod left, and he has 3 Pokemon. So yeah.
But I figured I'd tell you that because I found that out, and I was like, I did not know that was her.
No, I had no idea. That's awesome.
No, here's the thing. Phenomenal. I mean, I liked her without even knowing it was her. But the fact that it is her makes me like her even more because I thought she was great in that in the movie to begin with. So like adding her to that was incredible. And then obviously we see her in Deadpool and Wolverine, and a lot of people are unhappy that they showed her in the trailer.
They're showing a lot of things in the trailer that people are getting upset with
They feel like they're gonna ruin the movie, but I feel like because of what they're doing, like what this whole concept is going to be, I guess, I think there's a lot of things that we're not gonna know. Because I have a feeling, like that beginning stuff, like the stuff we see, as weird as it sounds, might not be the main plot of the movie.
No, obviously it's not.
No, but I mean, like, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, originally I thought it was, to be fair. But then the more and more they show it, the more and more I'm like, it's not going to be the main plot of the movie. There must be something else going on, or there's going to be bigger parts. Like, that's going to be even bigger than that, so it's going to be like, holy shoot, like, what are we going to get? So I'm very curious on that piece, but I'm like, they're like, oh, they're ruining all stuff. I'm like, I'm wondering if they're not ruining it. It's just the fact that getting people hyped so people will actually go see it. Because I know a lot of people are mad with the MCU right now. Oh!
I mean, people...
Oh!
Oh, boy.
I mean, I have good backup.
I know people are very hyped for this movie.
I need a minute. Oh. That scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was terrified. Sorry, continue. I apologize for interrupting you, but I had an issue here.
No, but I mean, it's just I know a lot of people are hyped for this movie because it's Deadpool. It's Deadpool, and
Yeah, there's no way people aren't excited about this movie, and if they're not, they're stupid. I'm sorry. Like, legitimately, they're stupid because this is, right now, even if this is everything in the movie, and I know it's not, but, like, let's pretend it is, it's still everything I've wanted.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I guess Kevin Feige said that on a scale of importance to the overall MCU, he rated Endgame as a 10, Infinity War as a 9, and he said this Deadpool and Wolverine is an 8.
Which makes sense to me because with all the portals and everything else, makes me think we're gonna be I'm sorry, I got scared.
Wow,
makes
that's
me think.
a powerful flamethrower.
Well, yeah, I did a lot of stupid things, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have switched out for sure. But no, what I was gonna say is, it's like, it makes sense because I have a feeling this is gonna lead us into the first. All joking aside, I think this is gonna lead us into the first hints of Secret War.
I was seeing a lot of things that this is going to be really the first introduction of, like, obviously because, we got Wolverine in there, but this is going to be the real first indication of X-Men in the MCU.
Correct, but I think that the first renditions of it are going to be of already known X-Men. Meaning, like, of actors we've already had, and I think it's going to be the main point of the Secret War.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, we've talked about in the past about how this is going to be, the Secret Wars are going to be, saying goodbye to the old characters and bringing the ones for the MCU.
Correct. I just realized I'm stupid.
Why? What'd you do?
I should be catching a Magnemite.
That you should be.
No, I legitimately didn't even register that, like, there was a Magnemite in front of me, even though obviously I did.
Decrease attack.
We're gonna go this route. We're gonna take a hit. Oh, actually, you took a hit better than I thought. I apologize, Alex.
Do I want to put you on Tangela,
No,
Caterpie, or
no,
Charmander?
no. Thank you.
Yeah.
God damn it. This game hates me. Ooh, Kabuto, goodbye.
I think I'm gonna do it on Charmander.
No, I'm not doing that. Since Mike convinced me, honestly, if Magnemite comes up again, I'm 100% getting it. But I just completely forgot about it.
What did I convince you on?
You didn't really convince me of anything. I just was legitimately... I was so focused on just fighting all these mons, I wasn't paying attention, like, hey, you don't have a Magnemite in this game. You need to catch it.
I understand now. So it's really funny because I just leveled up my Charmander, and because I gave it a new ability, I guess it's resetting its stats on the level up. So I got a modest ability, modest nature. So that increases its special attack and decreases its attack. So on the stat thing, it's decreasing its attack. Legitimately, like, I got a -1 in attack.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen that before, so I just thought it was hilarious.
That is weird. Sometimes the game gets weird. I'll say that.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, you know what? It's more addictive than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Especially because it's different every time.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, it's never the same. And it's like, you can really legitimately not get bored of it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, Mike. Well. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna win this game. Oh, you know what the other thing too is? I just realized it would be stuck as a magneton. Shoot.
That's true.
So
that might not be that great.
So I'm gonna pretend like it was a good idea to not get him.
So I didn't actually tell you, but I beat. I know you just told me. I know you told me before we started recording that you finally beat your classic run for the first time.
Yes.
I just beat my classic run for the second time.
Are we serious? Like no, like how is it? This Pokemon has a fighting move that one-shots my Pokemon.
Oh, Electabuzz, Brick Break.
No, it wasn't even Brick Break. It was like, I think it was like, it was something that I was surprised it had. No.
Oh.
No, that's my whole thing. Like, it was a move that, like, I didn't think it would learn. And I'm irritated by it. But anyway, I'm sorry. So you beat it the second time. I'm proud of you. Continue. I apologize.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna pretend like you were mad at me and not at Electabuzz killing your Mons. So
no, I would have told. I'll be honest with you. If I didn't already beat the game once, at this point, and you beat it twice, I would have been mad.
I believe that.
So I'll at least give you that. Although that shouldn't be a shock to you at all, anyway.
No, absolutely not.
Not even a little. But anyway, I'm sorry. So who was your second team? Because I'm purposely trying to do a team that I've not beaten it with before.
So my second team, the only one that I kept the same was Alakazam, but it wasn't Mega. It was just a regular Alakazam.
Was that by choice or by luck?
By luck.
Okay.
I did not get it, and I didn't get anything to Mega it.
That's fine. I just was curious because I didn't know.
Yeah, obviously. It was Alakazam.
Mike, this is a shock to you, I know, but this is I fought two gym leaders in this run so far. I just wanted to make that clear so you can be surprised.
You're moving up in the world.
I'm scared.
It was great. Oh my god.
So the only one you kept was Alakazam. And who else was on the
Alakazam, Venusaur.
Okay.
Butterfree.
Okay, I'm not surprised. You like Butterfree, and I'm not. There's nothing wrong with Butterfree at all. It's just not on my radar.
The Butterfree for me is so good because of its because of the egg move that I got for it, the Silk Trap.
Oh, that's fair.
It just does, it has Air Slash, so I bank on it constantly flinching the other Pokemon, and it does a great amount of flinching.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. It's been so long since I've heard the cries of these Pokemon. I thought that was my stomach. It was just beware. No, that's awesome. For me, you know what I got on my Weedle in my actual game as an egg move? 1,000 arrows.
That does not make any sense.
Oh, here's the thing. Makes no sense whatsoever. Greatest move it could ever learn. And it hits flying types. Think about what I just said.
It hits flying types?
It's a ground move.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 1,000 arrows is a ground move and it hits flying types. I almost had a heart attack.
I didn't know it. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a grass move because I know.
No. Oh shoot!
Wait.
No, don't go in there. Do Smackdown because you're gonna go into a flying type. Yeah, sometimes I'm good.
These paras, I'm gonna lose. I'm not doing great.
Oh, Charizard, you're my favorite right now, and I love you.
Because of these para.
Right, I need to beat this. I need to beat my rival. Can we beat my rival? Charizard, you are beautiful. I don't think I tell you enough how beautiful you are. Oh, the flinch! Love you. Oh my god, I double flinched. Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, I double flinched. I've never had that happen before, Mike. Oh. And you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna die at something stupid later on.
I lost because I hit myself with confusion 3 times. 2 or 3 times in a row. I might have been twice, but
Oh, actually, Mike, don't start a new one.
Oh, we're at the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna either die or make it to 61.
Are you at your rival fight?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I won.
Perfect.
Perfect. Honestly, Charizard saved me with the air slash
Air
flinches.
Slash is good.
Well, no, it's not that great against Fire Dark, but it flinched him enough that, like, when he finally got a chance to hit me, I could finally take him out. Because Incineroar is not easy,
No.
especially when my lead is an Alakazam. Perfect.
But yeah, the rest of my team for my run was a Nidoking and a Cinderace.
Okay, alright. I like
So
that.
it was a solid team.
Right now I'm working on building up Gen 1 and Gen 2 on my team, just because I'm doing the challenges. So, like, I'm working on Lavatar, reducing his cost, which I finally did, and then reducing Ghastly. By the way, Charmander, I almost snapped on the game, because you know how they have, like, the hidden abilities, not the passive, but like their secret abilities or whatever else, like his is solar power, and he takes damage when he's in the sun.
That makes no sense.
Thank you. So I used it thinking it was gonna like it's gonna have you it's gonna give you the power of the sun even when it's not sunny. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought it did, and I think it does do that. However, the power becomes too much in the regular sunlight, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Can't make it too easy, right?
I guess not. No. Yes. I should have went into. No, it's fine. I'm gonna get rid of you.
I forgot too. My last Pokemon
Perfect.
was Walking Wake.
Ooh, that is a good one. I don't have him yet. I have Roaring. No.
Roaring Moon. The
Nope.
Salamence.
Nope. Well, I do have that one, but no. The Entei one.
Oh, Gouging Fire.
Thank you. I literally wanted to say Roaring Fire, and I'm like, I know it's fire, but I'm like,
That's
I
not
couldn't.
it.
But I'm like, I'm not there. Oh, look at this. Look at what's on my screen right now.
Oh, at least Alakazam can beat him. Actually, both of your mons can beat him. So.
No, it's not my point I'm making. It's just the fact of, like, what's the odds that the Pokemon I get is fighting Dark? Hit me with a Dark move. You did. Actually, I don't know if that was Dark or Ghost, to be honest with you.
What move?
Wicked Punch or something like that? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's Dark.
Alright, well. I won. Da, 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 na, na. I'm in the plains. Alright, well, that is going to be the end of this episode. It seems like I finally got my mojo back, mostly due to the fact that I finally reduced Charmander and Abra. So hopefully we'll be able to reduce Pidgey and Geodude so I can finally get a full team. However, I still need to catch a bunch of new Pokemon because my team is not as diverse as I would like. Mike, on the other hand, is basically in his Scott rut right now because he is having a difficult time. And I've never been so happy.
25.
And I'm very happy about that for right now. But if you made it this far into the video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Our personal records are both still the same. Mike is at 150, and I am still at 114. But I have the potential of beating that record in the next episode. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe so you can keep track of all our challenges and our videos that we go through in the future. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.